Matt Lauer, who seemed to represent consistency, charm, and professionalism every morning, was once one of the most dependable and well-known names in American television. He served as the host of a popular morning show for over 20 years, delivering breaking news, celebrity interviews, and human interest topics to millions of households nationwide. In addition to being well-known, he was also among the highest-paid television personalities in the business at the height of his career, taking home tens of millions of dollars a year and leading a life of immense affluence and public acclaim. But Matt Lauer's life has changed significantly since then. He is no longer recognized as the polished anchor who typified a style of morning news. He is no longer on television, and his professional accomplishments no longer garner headlines. Instead, his name will always be associated with controversy, intrigue, and a career that ended abruptly. His decline was quick, and years later, the specter of his past still haunts him, making a comeback unlikely. When accusations against Lauer first appeared in late 2017, at the height of the Me Too movement, it marked the beginning of his downfall. His long-running career came to an abrupt end when the media world was horrified by the discoveries. The man who had been among the nation's most admired anchors was dismissed and erased from the public eye overnight. For Lauer, as well as the business as a whole, it marked a sea change in the way influential people were held responsible. Matt Lauer has mostly stayed out of the spotlight ever then. He reportedly avoids the attention that used to define him by spending much of his time at his Hamptons mansion. Lauer hasn't returned to the media in any way, in contrast to some other public people who try to mend their reputation or come back through new endeavors. He hasn't started a podcast, written a memoir, or entered any new TV or internet platform endeavors. According to insiders, he does this on purpose because he knows that the industry no longer has room for him. There has also been a significant change in domestic life. His divorce marked yet another significant turning point in his life, and his marriage terminated soon after the controversy. According to individuals close to him, he still prioritizes his kids and makes every effort to keep his family life as private as possible. He used to be encircled by cameras, red carpets, and the never-ending commotion of celebrity culture. But these days, he rarely appears in public and has a tiny group. In private, friends and former co-workers have revealed that Lauer finds it difficult to cope with the loss of his profession. It has not been easy to go from being one of the nation's most influential broadcasters to living alone. Some insiders say he has come to terms with the fact that his television career is done for good, while others say he still harbors resentment over how things ended. It's evident that his name is still strongly associated with the incidents that led to his expulsion, making it practically impossible for him to start anew in any industry involving the media. Lauer's finances are stable. He amassed enough money from his lengthy career and record-breaking contracts to live comfortably for the remainder of his days. He made more than $20 million annually at his height, and having that financial buffer has allowed him to retire in peace without having to worry about starting over. Nonetheless, there is a noticeable difference between his current solitary lifestyle and the glitzy, well-known life he once had. Although he would not have to work again, he also no longer possesses the respect, position, or power that formerly characterized him. The difference is nearly unfathomable to fans who grew up watching him. The man who used to wake up America every morning with his distinctive presence is now almost completely silent. With the exception of the odd public snapshot or infrequent update on his personal life, Matt Lauer has virtually vanished from the cultural discourse. His absence is noteworthy in an industry that depends on continuous visibility, but it also shows how rapidly the tides of fame can turn. After years out of the spotlight, some celebrities who have been involved in scandal have been able to recover and find new ways to shine. However, media professionals concur that Lauer's circumstances are unique. It's improbable that he will ever work in television again, given the scope of his fall, the moment it occurred, a societal reckoning, and the enormous amount of attention his story garnered. The risk would be considerably greater than any possible benefit, and even if he wanted to, networks and platforms would probably receive criticism for bringing him back. Today, Matt Lauer's life is characterized by solitude, introspection, and a total disengagement from the profession that once brought him fame. Even for people who once appeared invincible, his narrative serves as a warning of how easily reputations may fall apart. He is renowned as a cautionary tale in the history of modern media, in addition to being a well-known anchor. It's unclear if he will ever decide to open out about his life outside of television. However, today's Matt Lauer is a far cry from the man who used to be welcomed into the homes of millions of people each morning. His public image has been permanently altered, his career is over, and he now lives his life distant from the cameras that previously characterized him.